boundaries turn women on more than abs, cars, or smooth talk. And that difference is emotional and immediate. This is the emotional conclusion first because you need to feel the stakes before we break it down. Now a quick intro. I will lay out 8 boundaries that create subconscious attraction when held from genuine self-respect. Listen carefully because you are going to know not just what to do, but why it works on a deep level. So basically, it is about presence, purpose, and protection of your time and energy, not games or ego posturing. Boundary number 1, the unavailable advantage. Your time is yours, and this is the first and most powerful boundary you can ever set. At first, this feels dangerous because the reflex is to reply fast and be always available for attention. You don't reply to every text immediately, and you keep your schedule moving even when she reaches out. Most guys panic and imagine she will move on, but scarcity creates value rather than loss of interest. So basically, it is the signal that your life already has motion, purpose, and meaning before she enters it. That slight uncertainty about where she fits becomes magnetic because it creates curiosity and emotional pull. Listen carefully because this is the tactical piece. You don't ghost, you just protect your time and show you have priorities. Example, you wait a reasonable time to reply and you reply with clarity, not frantic approval seeking. Now tell me, have you ever been too available and watched interest fade? Drop the word guilty in the comments if that happened. Boundary number 2, the no apology rule. Say no without guilt and you protect your time while showing self-trust, which is magnetic. Most men soften their no with apologies and qualifiers, and that makes the no ineffective and needy. Instead, practice clear, polite, and confident refusals and then move on with your life. So basically, it's the energy under the words that counts, not the number of times you say yes or no. Example line, I can't make that, hope it's great, let us catch up later this week. Notice there is no apology, no over-explanation, just ownership of choice and forward motion. Listen carefully because learning to say no without guilt rewires how you are perceived in weeks, not months. Boundary number 3, the respect reflex. Call out subtle disrespect calmly, and you set a standard that elevates how people treat you without drama. Disrespect is usually whispered, not shouted, and it hides in jokes, sarcasm, and tiny dismissals. Most guys let it slide, and that tiny surrender chips away at attraction and self-respect slowly. So basically, it is not about starting fights, it is about a calm statement of your standard. A simple line like, I don't let people talk to me like that, will do more than 1,000 apologies ever could. When you do this, she sees you as someone who honors himself, and that creates polarity and safety at once. Listen carefully because this boundary makes you visible in a way that compliments rarely will. Now tell me, have you ever let something slide and felt off afterward? Drop the word frame in the comments if yes. Boundary number 4, the calm test lead instead of react. A woman will test your emotional center long before she trusts your emotional depth, so lead with calm. Most men snap or get defensive and reveal fragility, which kills attraction fast. Instead, pause, breathe, and answer with a steady tone or a playful, measured response. So basically, emotional control is not coldness, it is grounded presence that becomes irresistibly attractive. Example response, that's cute, you test guys this fast, delivered with a calm smile and no drama. When she can't rattle you, she relaxes, and that curiosity about your stability draws her deeper. Listen carefully because mastering this flips social tests into invitations for deeper connection. Boundary number 5, the authority silence. Don't explain. Just decide, and you will save energy and emit certainty that people can sense instantly. Many men over-explain to get approval, and that undercuts their power and slows attraction. Real confidence is efficient, it says less and means more, and it does not beg for permission. So basically the rule is, say less, mean more, and let silence reinforce your decision. Compare a rambling apology-filled text with a short, clear message, and you will see which one holds weight. A man who can calmly act on his choice without over-explaining signals stability and leadership. Listen carefully because silence used intentionally is one of the oldest signs of authority in relationships. Boundary number 6. The mission first code. She joins your journey, she doesn't become it, and that distinction rewires long-term attraction. Most men lose themselves when a woman appears and trade their momentum for immediate comfort. At first, it can feel flattering to make her your focus, but that slow shift kills polarity and long-term desire. Women want to be part of a purposeful man's life, not the entire reason for it. So basically, you become gravity when you protect your mission and keep building with or without immediate validation. Ask yourself what you're building and whether your daily actions reflect that mission or just pleasing someone else. When you have momentum, she orbits you because you are a man with direction and fire, and that is attractive. Listen carefully because boundary 6 doesn't just protect your power, it reshapes how she sees herself with you. Bonus boundary 7, the no fixing rule. Don't fix her emotions, just hold space. Because trying to fix signals distrust of her inner experience. Most guys jump into problem solving and that unintentionally tells her you prefer solutions over emotional presence. Instead, practice presence, breathe, listen, and reflect her feelings without immediate rescue or correction. So basically, it is not about having the right words, it is about creating a safe container for emotion. A man who sits in the storm without fleeing becomes an anchor, and that trust is deeply attractive. Listen carefully, because practicing this will make you someone she can rely on without losing your own center. Bonus boundary 8. The mystery principle. Protect your full story and don't overshare too soon, because mystery creates sustained pull and curiosity. In the age of oversharing, many men reveal too much too fast and kill attraction with early exposure. So basically, you reveal in layers with intentionality, not from fear but from creating a slow, deep connection. Let her ask, let her wonder, and let parts of your story unfold over time to build investment. That controlled depth is intoxicating because it makes your life feel valuable and worth discovering. Listen carefully, because mystery is not manipulation. It is respectful pacing of your inner world. What your boundaries say about you is more powerful than any line you deliver on a date. Every boundary sends a message: I know who I am and I protect what matters to me. That kind of masculine energy is unforgettable because it hints at stability and value you carry daily. So basically, when you respect yourself this much, people around you start to rise in response. You are no longer trying to be enough. You are setting a standard and letting the right people match it. Here are practical do's and don'ts you can apply today. Listen carefully and take notes. Do: protect your calendar. Meet commitments you set for yourself, and say no when it conflicts with your purpose. Don't apologize for saying no, explain every decision, or scramble to rearrange your life to chase approval. Do: call out subtle disrespect calmly and early before resentment builds up and erodes attraction. Don't swallow small slights hoping they will disappear, because those will change how you feel over time. Do: stay present when she is emotional and resist the urge to fix or solve instantly. Don't offer immediate solutions or dismiss feelings as overreactions. That creates distance, not closeness. Do: slow reveal your life and story to build intrigue and real investment over time. Don't overshare trauma and finances early. It makes you into a known book instead of an invitation to explore. Do: lead with calm, pause before you respond, and make decisions quietly without drama. Don't react impulsively, blow up a test, or chase validation through excessive explanations. If you want a simple starter practice, pick one boundary to hold for a week and watch the ripple effect. Try protecting one evening each week as mission time and be clear about it without apologizing. Then observe whether communication quality changes, whether she leans in with more respect or curiosity. Listen carefully, because small boundary experiments can create big shifts quickly if you stay consistent. Now, a few realistic mistakes to avoid so you don't accidentally confuse presence with aloofness. Mistake 1. Quick silence that looks like disinterest rather than intentional unavailability. Fix: when you are unavailable, send a short message that shows warmth and confirms future contact. Mistake 2. Refusing to apologize when you actually hurt someone without listening to how they feel. Fix: protect your boundaries but also practice empathy and repair when needed. That's mature strength. Mistake 3. Using mission first as an excuse to avoid relationship, work, and intimacy. Fix: keep your mission, but schedule relationship presence intentionally so you show up without losing your path. Listen carefully, because these little adjustments make boundaries sustainable and attractive rather than cold. Now, some specific lines and tonal cues you can use that communicate boundaries without hostility. Use short, clear phrases like, "I can't do that tonight, let's plan for Friday," or "I won't be able to make it, hope it's great." When calling out disrespect, a calm, "I don't let people talk to me like that," delivered with eye contact works wonders. When she vents, try, "I hear you and I'm here," more than "let's fix this," and then breathe with her. When holding missions, say, "I'll be working on a project this evening, can we catch up tomorrow?" with calm finality. So basically, pick a few lines, practice them, and let your tone and posture reinforce the message. Now, how to measure whether boundaries are working and not just hiding insecurity. First sign: she starts showing more curiosity, asking better questions, and leaning into the relationship more. Second sign: you feel more stable and less frantic when interactions are up or down. That's internal change. Third sign: mutual respect rises, and small irritations become conversations instead of silent resentments. Listen carefully, because internal stability is the real metric. External reactions are just feedback. If you notice the wrong signs like detachment or coldness, recheck tone and warmth alongside boundaries. Boundaries without warmth read as withdrawal, while warmth without boundaries reads as codependency. So basically, the balance is firmness plus steady presence, and that combination creates attraction rather than avoidance. Now, some long-term benefits you may not expect from practicing these boundaries consistently consistently. You will attract partners who are emotionally available because your standard repels drama and rewards maturity. Your friendships improve because people know what to expect and mutual respect grows. Your work and projects thrive because you stop sacrificing progress for temporary approval. So basically your whole life becomes more directional and less reactionary when you protect your center. Now a few mindset shifts to help you hold boundaries without guilt creeping in. Shift 1, understand loss of immediate approval is not failure. It's a test for alignment. Shift 2, believe your worth is not tied to others being comfortable with your limits. Shift 3, see boundaries as generosity toward the right people, not punishment for the wrong ones. So basically practice these beliefs daily until they become your reflex rather than a performance. Now some roleplay examples you can try with a friend to make these moves automatic. Roleplay 1, short refusal practice where one person asks for an immediate favor and you deliver a calm no. Roleplay 2, disrespect call out where you practice a one-line boundary with steady tone and no drama. Roleplay 3, emotional presence where you practice breathing with someone while they vent and you stay anchored. So basically rehearsal reduces adrenaline and makes real-life responses feel natural and confident. Now let us break down a typical first month using these boundaries with clear weekly checkpoints. Week 1, choose one boundary to hold daily. Practice one line and journal your internal reactions. Week 2, add a second boundary and keep the first. Measure changes in communication and your energy. Week 3, practice calling out a small disrespect calmly and hold your ground with empathy. Week 4, protect the mission block consistently and observe who or what rises to meet the higher standard. Listen carefully because small, consistent steps multiply and your confidence will compound as a result. If you slip, forgive quickly and return to the practice without heavy regret. That is progress. Now, a quick myth-busting section so you do not waste energy on false beliefs. Myth 1, boundaries are mean or selfish. They are actually the opposite when held with care and empathy. Myth 2, boundaries remove romance. They actually create space where real romance can grow. Myth 3, being available equals love. Availability without standards is just convenience and often breeds contempt. So basically, boundaries are the frame that holds a healthy magnetic relationship together rather than tearing it apart. Now, some advanced polarity tips for when you are dating someone who already values independence. When both have strong boundaries, emphasize curiosity and shared mission instead of reaction and negotiation. Avoid power struggles by offering options instead of ultimatums and by staying anchored when plans change. So basically, advanced polarity is about harmonizing two-centered lives, not trying to merge them prematurely. Now, a caution about disguised control, because boundaries are not permission to manipulate outcomes. If your boundary is more about punishing or proving a point, you are missing the whole purpose. Boundaries should create clarity and safety, not be a weapon to win social games or emotional points. So basically, check your motive before you hold a line. Ask whether it is for growth or for control. Now, a short checklist you can screenshot and carry in your pocket as reminders. Checklist: protect time, say no without guilt, call out disrespect calmly, lead with calm, mission first, hold space, preserve mystery. Use that checklist as a daily anchor and review it each morning before you start your interactions. Listen carefully because tiny rituals like this convert ideals into habits over time. Now, a quick example of a real conversation where these boundaries create attraction naturally. She asks for a late night hang and you say, "I can't tonight, I have a project, let's plan Saturday," calm and clear. She might probe with why and you respond with, "I have this commitment, I will see you Saturday," final and kind. She will likely respect that decision or show curiosity about your project rather than anger if your tone is stable. So basically, the dynamic shifts from her testing your availability to her joining your momentum when the energy is right. Now, some quick answers to objections men often voice when they hear this approach. Objection 1, won't she think I don't care? No, clarity beats anxious availability every time when the boundary is kind. Objection 2, what if she leaves? If you are constantly available, you attract dependency, not desire. WN. Objection 3, won't I look arrogant? There is a difference between grounded confidence and arrogance. Pick the former. So basically, objections usually come from fear, and fear is neutralized by practice and honest feedback. Let us close with a compact 5-step routine you can use tonight to start shifting things immediately. Step 1, pick one mission block and protect it tonight without apology. Step 2, practice a one-sentence no you will use and say it once if needed. Step 3, if a disrespect moment appears, call it out with one calm line and then drop it. Step 4, when she vents tonight, hold presence and listen without offering immediate fixes unless asked. Step 5, end the night with a short reflective note about what you did well and what you will tweak tomorrow. Listen carefully because doing these 5 small actions repeatedly rewires instinct faster than one big effort. Now, a few closing thoughts about the ethics of influence and why boundaries should come from integrity. Boundaries are not manipulation, they are an invitation for healthy relations when they originate from self-respect. If you use boundaries to control or punish, you will get short-term compliance but long-term damage. But basically, always check if your boundary is for growth, truth, and care, not for scoring social points. When your boundaries come from integrity, you become a person who elevates those around you simply by being present. That is the real power, and that is what women sense long before words are spoken. Now, quick recap of each boundary in one short line so you can memorize them fast. Boundary 1, unavailable advantage. Protect your time and create magnetic scarcity. Boundary 2, no apology rule. Say no with clarity and own your choices. Boundary 3, respect reflex. Call out subtle disrespect calmly and set a standard. Boundary 4, calm test lead. Stay centered when she tests you and answer with grounded presence. Boundary 5, authority silence. Say less, mean more, and let decisions stand without over-explaining. Boundary 6, mission first code. Protect your path and let her join, not replace your journey. Bonus 7, no fixing rule. Hold space for her emotions without rushing to repair them. Bonus 8, mystery principle. Reveal with intent and keep parts of your story sacred for later discovery. If you can hold just a few of these consistently, you will see how attraction shifts from surface to depth. Listen carefully because the long game is about inner calibration, not short-term tricks. I want you to start today even if you feel unsure. Small, steady changes beat perfect actions when you are consistent. Now I have a favor to ask at the end of this deep breakdown. Ask me questions in the comments and I will make a follow-up video answering your top questions in detail. Tell me which boundary hit the hardest and which one you will implement first, so I can make that follow-up tailored to you. If this video helped shift your mindset, give it a thumbs up and hit the bell so you catch the next one. And please like and subscribe to my channel so we can dive deeper into these topics and practical examples. Until next time, set the standard, protect your frame, and own your moments with clear boundaries and steady presence. Remember, boundaries are not walls. They are a form of clarity that creates space for real connection. If you want a follow-up video, I will answer your most common scenarios and write sample scripts you can use. Leave your scenario below and I will pick the most common ones to roleplay and analyze on camera. I will also cover tone, body language, and exact phrasing in the next video if you request it in the comments. Thanks for staying with me through this long breakdown. Your attention means you are ready to change the game. Go practice one boundary tonight and notice how you feel differently in the small moments. Drop your wins and your questions below and I will make a follow-up to answer them, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Amelia reminding you to set the standard, protect your frame, and own the moment as you build a life worth joining. Ask your question now and I will make the next video answering it step by step, and please like and subscribe my channel.